All right, welcome back. It's been about 8 months since the last devlog. This is devlog number 2. This one's going to be a little more casual. Instead of a heavily edited video, I just want to play the current build and talk about the project and everything, run around a little bit, fight some stuff. And yeah, big thanks to everybody following the project. I really appreciate it. I didn't know what to expect when I just randomly made the decision to make a channel and start making a game and stuff. And in total it's been almost a year, and it's just been a lot of fun. And yeah, I really appreciate all the feedback I'm getting and positivity and everything. It's really cool, and I'm excited to keep working and stuff. So, and I'm really excited to hear what you have to say about seeing this build. All this stuff I've been working on for 8 months now. Yeah, for the most part, my vision has stayed pretty much the same for the game. Uh, I was able to stay true to the RPG elements and having different weapons and an inventory and all this stuff. And action RPG. I am going to change a little bit. It's no longer a Metroidvania. It's more of just an open world, interconnected space. Got a little secret over here. Let's see what's over here. We got fish dudes. We got slimes. Oh, I forgot to change the position on this weapon. Oh well. But yeah, I've got, here's a little sneak peek at the inventory system I'm working on. You can see, I should probably use this. It restores a little bit of health up in the corner there, and got the big bastard. Still need work on formatting the UI properly, but it does the job. You get the idea. So I got different damage values, different damage types. So these are both slashing. You can equip this to different weapon slots, which you can see over here in the character menu. You have different stats. I've yet to hook up the defense and the magic, but everything else. Oh, and there's no stamina as well, but there will be eventually. And there will be different shields that have different defense values and some sort of magic eventually. The accessories will have unique properties, so maybe they give you unique abilities like a double jump or something like that, or just a stat boost, extra health, whatever. The accessories won't represent on your character visually, but other than just being in your item slots, but they will potentially alter gameplay. So yeah, then we have a quest log here that's just blank for now, but we'll fill it with quests as I run along here. So yeah, I can switch weapons that I just equipped to weapon slot number 2, and then this weapon has an entirely different attack animation. And honestly, right now, the two-handed weapons kind of suck. I need to balance them better, but they're not as good as one-handed weapons in general. But they have potential. So I'm already level 2, and my HP was 15 when we started, so I got a plus 5 HP. Alright, let's see here. So I've also added a block. There's your shield. That'll represent, once I add shields to the game. There's also a backdash. So you have blocks, you have backdashes. Right now this attack is just pretty overpowered, but it's awesome. Oh no, I don't want to die. We'll see if I can stay alive for this whole thing. But if I die, oh well. So yeah, I think the main thing that's different about this version of the game versus how I originally envisioned it in the first devlog is that it's no longer a Metroidvania, which I just thought that Metroidvanias have a lot of people's preconceived notions about what they are and what you're going to be getting. And there's obviously a million of awesome Metroidvanias out there. So instead, this is just going to be not a strict format like that is, but it'll just be an interconnected world with quests and finding things and exploration. And, you know, there might be some instanced areas where certain quests are tied to certain, basically just levels that are, you know, some might be platforming challenges, some might be arena based where you're just fighting different types of enemies and waves of enemies, and then you know, beat the quest at the end of it or something like that. But yeah, I think that loosens up the potential for what this game's going to be. And I do want it to just be sort of fantasy RPG without all those preconceived notions and puzzles and, you know, really smart level design. I'm just not the greatest level designer and things yet. Maybe I will be later, but not yet. So that just simplifies things, I think. But, you know, for the most part, as I showed with character screen, there's going to be a lot of variables for people to collect items and play around with different types of weapons and equip different weapons and all kinds of things. Play with their stats and maybe create builds and things like that. I don't even know yet, but so yeah, I've been waiting here at this guy. He clearly has a quest. Everybody knows that means he has a quest. This character is your dad, your character's dad. So let's just go ahead and do the quest, I guess. Oh, there you are. I want sushi for dinner. Go get a fish. So, if you go over to the quest log, there's the UI is not very pretty yet, but the quest is called Gypsy Sushi, and you can see that it's in progress, and you have to go get 3 fish chunks. So, very simple currently. Eventually that will look a lot prettier, and there will be a description and tell you where to go and everything. But currently it's just the most basic information possible. So, you know what? I'm going to go this way. I believe there's some fish over here. And you'll get to see a little bit of the town so far. It's pretty small, but it will grow and there will be a lot more characters in the town. So there's some fish down here in the cave. The quest description will eventually tell you things like that. Oh, you can find them in the cave or whatever. So there's a fish chunk right there. I can collect it, and it says I've got 1 out of 3 fish chunks there, and uh-oh. Oh, did I just die? No. Oh, thank God I leveled up. Oh, man. Whew, I would have died if I didn't level up on that last kill. All right. Get out of here. And you can see my damage is rising. That is because you have an attack. With every level you get, I think, 1 or 2 attack points. I guess 1 attack point. And then that combines with your damage. Okay, so I have 3 fish chunks. That means I can turn in this quest. All right. Thanks. Here's a coin. And I got a coin up there in the top. So then there's more. There's a few quests that I've added. I've only added a couple for this devlog, but I have the infrastructure to do quests really quickly, and I'm thinking I'll do a whole devlog. Maybe the next devlog will just be quest-based, and I'll really dive into the code and everything in the background. So this guy says, "Hi, Theo. I'm glad I ran into you. Duke has misplaced his hat." That's the frog's name. "Could you help us find it?" "I know it's around here somewhere. Duke is beside himself. That hat was a gift from his mother." Oh, we better find it then, huh? Well, ideally you'd run around and you wouldn't know where it is, but I happen to know exactly where it is because I put it over here. And there you see his hat. And you can collect it, and there it is in your inventory. And it looks like there's a little secret here too with the potion. Nice. For some reason the potions aren't stacking, but I'll fix that later. Oh, I should probably use a potion actually. Nice. Okay. So we got the hat, and now we're going to turn it in. Thank you so much, Theo. Here's your payment as promised. So we just got 3 coins up in the top. Now we have 4 total, and Duke got his hat back. He looks good. Alright, let's see what our next quest is, I suppose. Theo, I could use your help again. Slimes have been getting closer to camp. Bring me 6 slime hearts and I'll make it worth your while. Alright, well, let's just keep that in our quest log and we'll do that as we run along. I think there was more. Oh, uh-oh. I think there was more slimes in the cave here. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's the slime heart. We got 1 out of 6. Nice. We're making short work of those guys. So the game has hazards now. I've put a couple hazards in the game. So if you fall in here, you take a little bit of damage and then you'll respawn wherever you fell from. Oh, nice. Got a 3rd weapon. This one it's a little bit better than the other sword. Nice, we're getting strong already. Level 4, alright. Okay, how many slime hearts is that? 3? Alright, maybe we just sit here and farm some slimes for a second. I still haven't worked on any of the sound design really, so that's why it's just me making mouth noises for the sound effects here. I was really just testing out how they work. Oh, we must have 6. Okay, we do. Cool. Alright. These will do nicely. Thanks, Theo. Here's your reward. And then he gave us another, what, 5 coins or something? So, eventually the coins will be used at the shop over here, but the shop doesn't currently do anything. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got one more quest here, currently. Theo, take a look at this. I found this little fellow wandering near the village. Never seen anything quite like it. Ask Vano. He might know what it is. This little thing here. That's a strange little thing. Looks like some kind of plant spirit. Should take it to the keeper. He'll know what to do with it. Alright. That's this guy here. He's the keeper of the forest. Oh, there you are, little one. Thanks for bringing him back, Theo. I'll keep him safe. Take this card. If you bring more lost spirits, bring them to me and I'll give you more cards. Once I have 5, I'll teach you a game I invented. So now you got this little this card in your inventory, which I've been cooking up a little card mini game, which I haven't implemented, but we'll see. I think it'll be really cool as you collect more cards. It'll be like a little mini game. So I have a lot to work on, but eventually it would be cool to have mini games. Every good open world RPG needs a mini game or two. Extra reason to collect things and all that. Alright, well, let's see. Just maybe to sum things up, I'll head over here. I've got a little combat arena that I've set up. Just shows off a couple of the weapons and stuff that I've made and implemented in the game. Got a couple different two-handed weapons here. I like this one a lot. It's really cool. Let's do slot 2. Oh yeah. Now this will be like a late game weapon or something. It's too badass for the early game. So it'll probably be really good. But right now it just kind of sucks. But there's another hazard. You can fall into some thorns. Oh yeah, right. So I've also started to implement the different damage types. So here's Sledge, for example, uses a blunt damage type. Put that on slot 1. Just uses the same. Oh, there's a weird glitch there. Let's go kill this guy. And then you see you get critical hits with the blunt. These guys, since they have armor on, you can hit them with a hammer and it just does a lot of damage. Things aren't properly balanced, but you get the idea. The mechanics still, it works, so it just needs a lot of fine-tuning is all. You know, I think in conclusion, GameMaker's been, you know, really fun to learn over this last year. I've learned a ton, and getting everything set up, and even learning YouTube and learning how to make videos and hearing from people has been a ton of fun. I'll just go back to the other zone just because it's prettier. I got all these weapons now. What are my favorites? I gotta get the Knight Sword. That's like my favorite. Oh yeah, we got the axe too. Oh, but I ran out of inventory. Oh well. We'll just do this for now. Let's equip him to, what, 2? No, let's do this guy on 2. This guy will be on 3. Oh wait, what did I do? This guy will be on 3. Cool. So yeah, for the future of the game, I plan to refine the gameplay loop. You know, just keep improving the game feel. You know, this guy, the goblins don't even have a death animation yet. There's a lot of animations to do. Animations are one of those things that are taking a considerable amount of time. So I have to make sure to not have too many animations, but obviously every enemy needs the basic ones at the very least. So yeah, this guy will have to have more animations. And then just make their final rigs and everything. And I think it will look good by the end of it. There's lots of balance things that need to happen. I'm sure people will start playtesting it eventually, and then that's when I'll really start to hone in on balance and progression and getting that all figured out. Definitely just more enemies, more enemy variety that mixes up the gameplay and makes it so that you have to be switching weapons. You know, certain weapons are best for certain scenarios, and so you want to be constantly changing, constantly moving around, jumping around, all that stuff. Trying to improve your build and stuff for whatever scenario you're in, where there might be more armored enemies or whatever the case may be. My main goal right now is to go towards a demo. I think I'm getting pretty close to a demo. I need a boss. I need a really nice solid boss. Work on animations. Obviously, there's a lot of characters that still don't have animations and things, but I'm inching closer and closer. And you can really start to see the vision of the game, I think, panning out. And for the most part, it's the same thing that I originally envisioned, you know, minus the Metroidvania. But other than that, and I didn't know if I would be able to do armor sets and things, which, you know, maybe I could do a helmet or something. Like, I don't know. I'll probably just keep it to what I have here. I think that's even pretty substantial. And maybe some of the accessories might have a visual aspect to them or something like that. But that's for down the line for sure. Yeah. You know, I think even though things are moving slow, it's going in the right direction. And I just want to take the second to thank everybody again for following along and making the project extra fun. You know, I don't think I would work so hard and have done all of this stuff for 8 months to a year, you know, without having the YouTube channel actually fueling more energy and stuff. I didn't realize just how much it would, but it has, and that's really cool. So I'm excited for another year, basically. And hopefully I can get some videos out more frequently than, once a year, maybe once every couple months or something. That would be a good goal. Like deep diving into quests and progress on the weapon system and maybe more about the story and things. I don't know. I have to think of ideas for videos, that's for sure. Well, if you haven't already and you made it this far, thank you. Please like the video. Subscribe if you want to follow this project and tell me what you think. I would love to hear what you think about anything with the game and what you like, what you don't like, what you hope to see. Just anything. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, hope to see you on the next one.